DS2 and the MindLab ManaCore, we're going to be testing out some things. We're going to be checking out 2 different programs. So on the XP Deus 2, we're going to be looking at dive, and we're going to be looking at beach sensitive. And we're going to be using a big gold ring. I'm going to show that ring to you in just a minute. And I apologize if it's windy. Hopefully you can hear me. Also, we are going to be using a penny. We're going to be burying them at different depths so you guys can see how these 2 programs respond to this target in the wet salt sand. So stay tuned and let's get to testing and let's see what we find out. Remember that both of these programs run at different frequencies, so it's going to tell us a lot about the frequencies that we use in order to metal detect a beach. So we're going to be looking at those things, and hopefully this will help somebody, and I think you guys will find this very interesting. All right, so the ring is down there in front of us. Y'all can see it right there on the ground. We're going to swing over it in the dive program just to show you the numbers. It's ringing up an 82. That's in the dive program. So that's going to be the first one that we test at 10 inches. We're going to be using the dive. Y'all saw what it rings up at an 82, and we're going to test it out and see what we get from it. Okay, now we're going to bury this ring at 12 inches. So we're going to scoop some of this sand out, get it good and deep, make sure we get it in 12 inches. Push it down in there best I can. That's right on top of it. Might need to go a little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. Get it down in there good. 12 inches. Get it a little more. There's the ring, guys. Y'all can see it. Let's scoop out a little bit here. A big scoop. It's hard because it keeps filling in as fast as I scoop it out. I'm trying to get it down there as deep as I can. Make sure it's down there. You can see I got it down there pretty good. That time looked good, and here we are. 12, I'm pushing it down some more, and that's 12 inches right there. We've got our gold ring buried at 12 inches. We're going to start with beach sensitive on this one, and we're going to see what we get. So let's pull this off so you guys can see a little better. So here we go. That right there. Let's swing over it. This is in beach sensitive. Y'all can see the number 66, 61, 69, 65, 67, 67. This is a more full swing here. That's at 12 inches. Let's flip over to the dive program. We're in dive now. Let's see what we get with dive. 82, which is what the actual ID is of the ring at 12 inches. So which one do you think sounds better? dive program definitely IDs a little better than the beach sensitive, or at least that's what I'm seeing. Again, I've got the 11-inch coil. And the beach and the dive program were both set up the same. Okay guys, now we're going to go to 14 inches with our gold ring. There it is. We're going to have to push it down here to the edge of the stick. Push it down there good. Make sure we're deep. This thing's filling in. That's 14 inches right there. You guys can see it. And we're going to bury it, and we're going to try both programs at 14 inches. Okay guys, we got our target down there. It's buried at 14 inches. We're going to be checking it in the dive program at 14 inches. Dive is showing a 77. Just flashed up. 83. $77. Longer sweep. 76. That's in the dive program. Let's switch over to our beach sensitive program. Okay, we're in beach sensitive. Get my thing there. Not getting an ID reading. It's giving a sound, but no ID reading at all. But both programs are able to hit it at 14 inches. So again, I think that dive program gives a little better ID, and it will show the ID, whereas in beach sensitive, I got some ID just then. 48, 47. So it looks like the dive program actually IDs a little better. Okay guys, just to show you what the ID is of the penny, here it is. That's an 84 above the ground. That's the beach sensitive program. And let's go to dive. They both ring up at 84. So you guys can... Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be testing a zinc and Lincoln at 12 inches. And the reason why we're doing this is because this thing rings up close to what that ring would have rang up. The big gold ring that I just showed you, it rang up an 82 on top of the ground. This rings up an 84 on top of the ground. So we're going to show this zinc and penny at 12 inches, and let's see how the machine responds to this Lincoln penny here, zinc and penny. Okay, let's show it real quick on top of the ground. So we're gonna walk over here. Put our penny down. Might have to hold it down with my foot so it doesn't blow away. So I blew into the hole. Hang on. on. We'll show it after. But anyway, we're gonna bury. Now gonna put our penny down in the hole at 12 inches. So it's going down. We're gonna push it down there as deep as we can get it. 12 inches. We're gonna have it face up. Make sure it's face up. Okay. Now we're gonna bury it. And we're gonna swing over it in the dive program and in the beach sensitive program. This is at 12 inches. Make sure I can still see our stick. There it is. Right there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with beach sensitive. Can't get anything. Barely a number. 41. And just a little bit of audio. Again, we got a lot of wind noise. I apologize. Regular swing here. Very faint. So at 12 inches, we can barely hear that. And I don't know if that's enough to stop you. Not like that ring. The only ID I could get was a 41 that popped up for a brief second. All right, let's try dive. So we're gonna flip over to dive. Whoops. Flip over to dive. Flashed in the window. But again, you're really going to have to have your ears on to hear that. I really don't think there's any need to check it at 14. We can barely hear it at 12. So y'all saw the ID come up on both of those. Again, the dive program seems to be a little more accurate with the ID. They're both about the same as far as the audio. Very faint audio for the dive and very faint audio for beach sensitive. Okay.